Hello, and welcome back to the podcast. Today we're exploring something that quietly shapes every connection in our lives: attachment styles. Have you ever wondered why you keep falling into the same relationship patterns? Maybe you get anxious when someone doesn't text back. Maybe you feel smothered when things get too close. Or maybe you've been lucky enough to feel balanced and secure. These patterns aren't random. They come from something deep inside us. They come from the way we learned to connect and trust when we were very young. Psychologists call it attachment. Attachment theory began with John Bowlby and Mary Ainsworth. They studied how infants bond with caregivers and discovered that these early experiences shape how we build relationships as adults. In other words, the way you related to your parents still echoes in how you relate to your partner, your friends, even your co-workers. So, what are the main attachment styles? Researchers usually describe four. The first is the secure style. People with secure attachment feel comfortable with both closeness and independence. They trust that others will be there for them, and they can communicate openly when conflict comes up. For them, relationships feel like a safe place rather than a battlefield. The second is the anxious style. Anxious people often fear abandonment. They crave constant reassurance. A delayed text or unanswered call can trigger deep worry. They might cling to closeness, sometimes overwhelming the people around them. The third is the avoidant style. Avoidant individuals see intimacy as risky or suffocating. They rely on themselves and keep emotions private. To others, they may look independent, but often they're just afraid of vulnerability. And finally, the fearful-avoidant style, sometimes called disorganized. This is the most conflicted pattern. These people want closeness but also fear it. They pull others in, then push them away. They carry an inner voice that says, "I need you. But if I let you in, you'll hurt me." Now, how do you know which style you lean toward? You don't always need a test. You can watch your daily reactions. Think about what happens when someone doesn't reply to your message. If you spiral into worry, you may lean anxious. If you shrug and say, "whatever," you may lean avoidant. If you assume they're just busy and feel calm, you may be secure. Or think about conflict. Do you need to solve it right away or you can't relax? That's anxious. Do you shut down or walk away? That's avoidant. Do you wait until both sides are calm and then talk it through? That's secure. Even intimacy itself is a clue. Secure people usually feel safe with closeness. Avoidant people feel trapped. Fearful avoidant people want it and fear it at the same time. So why does this matter? Because attachment patterns repeat. If you've ever felt like you're dating the same person over and over again, that's attachment at work. We are unconsciously drawn to what feels familiar, even when it hurts us. Attachment also impacts mental health. Anxious attachment is linked to higher rates of anxiety and depression. Avoidant attachment is linked to emotional suppression and stress. Fearful avoidant attachment is often tied to unstable relationships and self-sabotage. On the other hand, secure attachment provides resilience. People who feel secure recover faster from setbacks. They can handle conflict without panic or shutdown. They believe in their ability to love and be loved. Let's look at a few real-life dynamics. When an anxious person dates an avoidant person, one clings while the other withdraws. This creates a painful cycle where both feel misunderstood. But when a secure person dates someone anxious, the reassurance and calmness of the secure partner can help ease those fears. And when two avoidant people are together, the relationship might look smooth on the surface, But intimacy never deepens because both keep walls up. The important thing to remember is this: attachment styles are not destiny, they are starting points. You didn't choose how your attachment formed as a child, but as an adult, you can choose what to do with that knowledge. Change happens through awareness, therapy, healthy relationships, and new habits. Naming your style reduces shame. Secure partners and friends can model a different way of connecting. And self-soothing skills can teach you to regulate emotions so you don't act out old patterns. So here's the takeaway. Knowing your attachment style isn't about putting yourself in a box. It's about having a mirror and a map. A mirror to see your patterns clearly, and a map to guide you towards security. The next time you feel anxious when someone pulls away, or the next time you feel the urge to shut down when things get close, pause. Ask yourself, is this my attachment style talking? Do I want to keep repeating this pattern? That awareness is the first step toward change.